Okay, ladies, now moving on to page 2. This is so cute. You gotta love 49 and Market. Stacy put this one together because unfortunately the one Taneem put together, they ran out of the paper. Shocker. But this is so cute. And we will have a little bit of that holly paper that I was telling you about, a little different, but everything else will be the same, and it's still super cute. So when you get your kit, you will have everything in your kit except for the embellishments. The reason being is you will purchase this 49 and Market kit if you would like these embellishments on there. And also you will need the 49 and Market stickers here, these 2 packs. And the reason we don't put this in the kit is A, because if you don't want to purchase these, you don't have to. You could do some other creative things if you would like. B, if you're here with your friends, you could totally split this up. Minimum 3 people, easy, maybe 4. So, because you get so much in these packs, they're definitely worth the money and they're just gorgeous. So, with that being said, when you get to the end, you will have your kit and it will look just like this. And these will be available here for purchase. Lift this up a little bit so you can see better. So what we're gonna do is just go ahead, take all your pieces out of your kit, and we'll get started with this, and then we'll embellish it up. Because of course I did go downstairs and get the embellishments because they're just too cool. And there's so many in there, especially if you're a planner girl like me. I love to put extra embellishments left over from whatever I scrapbook into my planner for the year. I love doing that. So anyways, all right, so we're gonna get started with our background paper here, and then you will have a sheet. Yours is gonna look different than mine because of course this is where I discovered that the Holly Berry paper is discontinued. So I'm using this ornament paper here, but the one that I did order for you girls are Simple Stories. And it's a beautiful green, kind of just like this one here with the Holly Berry paper. So this piece of paper might be different in your kit. If you don't like what's in your kit, please feel free to ask your hostess if you could switch it out for a different one, and she can cut that for you. So this piece here is our background paper, and this is 7 by 12. So we're gonna go ahead and adhere this down about 3 inches from your left-hand side over, and you'll have about 2 inches over here, okay? So just go ahead and put your tape runner on your paper like so. Okay, and here we're gonna have about 3 inches over here. I'm going to try to get this straight. So I want 3 here. There we go. Okay. So there's our first piece. And don't forget, you can ink all of these edges if you so choose to do so, okay? So first that piece goes down. Now we're going to want to take our green piece. This piece here is, let me find the measurements, 4.5 by 8. We're gonna cut this into a pendant. So what I like to do is squeeze my 2 corners together right there. Oh, I'm so excited. I get to use my brand new Tim Holtz scissors. Oh my gosh, these are the bomb. I love them. They're so nice and sharp and comfy. I love the handles. So we are going to cut that like so. So if you cut from your folded edge to the point and then you open it up, you have a perfect pendant there. So we're gonna do that to the green piece, and we are also going to do that. You have a red piece here, and you have this kind of creamy white polka dot piece. You are going to do the same thing with those 2 pieces. You're gonna cut little pendants out. So I'm gonna squeeze my edges together just like so. snip it. And there you got your little pendant. And we're gonna do the same thing to this piece. This paper is super thick, so it is a little tricky to squeeze your corners together. And then we're just gonna, boop, and there you go. So I, of course, do wanna ink those up just to make the edges look a little nicer. So go ahead and grab your blending tool. And we're just gonna ink that up. It makes such a difference, I think, when you ink. And I'm gonna do this to the red piece here. And I did ink up my other pieces just to save some time on the video. You girls will have to let me know, do you like me to make the videos super fast, or do you want me to just scrapbook along with you? I know a lot of you like to watch these videos while you're here. You just put your headphones in and do it here. And then it's kind of like we get to scrapbook together, which is great. I wish I could scrapbook with each and every one of you. Ugh. I miss it. I just don't have the time. Wish I did. Alrighty, so now we are going to take our green piece here, and it is going to, I want to make sure you girls can see it in here. We are going to go over onto the brown just about 1/4 of an inch, and we're going to come down about 1/4 of an inch. So this is the, if I'm looking at this paper, this is my right hand side of the paper. Okay, so I'm gonna flip this over. This paper is so cute front and back. It's hard to decide what side to use. All right, so about 1/4 of an inch over. What I'm looking at is I kind of want this to hang over the edge there. You see that? Just let it hang over it. Okay. Make sure you can see the whole thing. So that piece goes down first. Then we are gonna take this lighter green solid piece and we're gonna put this down. Now, when you put this down, make sure that you're not putting adhesive on the very bottom here and a little bit on the top. So I'm gonna put some adhesive just like so in the center of my paper. That way I can tuck things in underneath. Okay, so now we are gonna place this on the green paper. So if you look at the crack here, this is how I'm gonna do it. So it's easier for you, lining up the corner with the crack, and just go ahead and adhere that down. Okay, now because we didn't put adhesive all up underneath here, we're gonna shove this pendant underneath, and this white polka dot one is gonna go underneath here, like so. Okay, so now I'm gonna put adhesive on that because I know where I want them. And I'll take this one out too. I always like to lay things out first before I put my adhesive down, just to make sure, yeah, I like it kind of thing. So that one, and then we're gonna shove this one up underneath here too. So these pendants are just kind of random on here, and that's how I like it. So right like that, okay? So you can see you got your little pendants there sticking out, which is lots of fun. Next, we are going to take our photo mats that we have here, and I did ink the edges up already. Now this is the part in your embellishment kit that you have here. It's called Mistletoe and Memories from 49 and Market, and there's icons and titles and ephemera. Oh my goodness, girls, you get 187 pieces in here. There was so many things in here. I can't even begin to tell you. It's great. It's great. So I pulled out what I needed for class because, oh my goodness, it took forever just to look through all of those pieces. So I pulled out these little black edges here. They look like a tab for a file folder. And I want to put that underneath the right-hand edge of my red photo mat. So this is where it's gonna go on the top one, and it's gonna go like this on the bottom one. So we're just gonna flip our paper over. I'm gonna put a little adhesive here right up on the side. Flip it back over so I can see what I'm doing. And then just line that up, center it right there. And because I got my adhesive already on the back, I could just stick it in there. Just like that. Okay? Now we're gonna do the same thing with this one, but we want the opposite side. So this will be on the left-hand side of our mat, okay? So I'm just gonna flip it over again, put adhesive right here on the left side. Just a little bit. And then I'm gonna do the same thing, right? Just gonna line it up and center it right here, like so, okay? Now that I have those how I like them, now I can go ahead and adhere those down. So we're just gonna put our red mats right on top of this green here. There. And the next one's gonna go right underneath of it, about 1/4 of an inch down. And we're gonna just line these. I do this. I know it's cheating, but how I kind of try to line it up a little bit. Okay, there we go. Looks good. Tuck that in a little bit. Okay, great. Now, because I did not put adhesive up here because I knew I had a piece that goes up there, I'm gonna take this little white polka dot with red, and that is gonna slide right behind here. And if you have adhesive like mine's starting to hit right here, that is fine, because guess what? We can cut that off. We are going to kind of cover up, I'm gonna call it the crack between the two greens right here. You see that? So I'm just gonna stick it down there as far as it'll go until it hit my adhesive, right? Nice and straight. And then see how it's hanging over the top here. I would rather give you girls too much than not enough. So then I'm gonna take my scissors and I'm just gonna cut that off. Easy peasy. Okay, there we go. All right, next, we are going to take all of our ornaments here, super cute again, and in that 49 and Market kit that we have here, the icons and titles, you have these cute little stars that have the paper clips in here. So I grabbed out 2 of those. This is gonna take you a while, so you might wanna pause the video. This is gonna be the great thing about the videos here. You can pause it and find these little stars. So I'm gonna put a little star on my green one at the top here. So I'm just gonna put a little adhesive. And then I want a star right on the top of this ornament, okay? That's my green one. And then the red one, I wanna put the red polka dot. I'm gonna put one of these cute little paper clips. So adorable. Actually, I like it the other way, right? Like that. That looks super cute. And then I'm just gonna put some tape on the back just to hold that down so it doesn't fall off when I'm working on things. All right, and then the other red one too, I have another paper clip somewhere. Where'd it go? This is the bad thing about doing class on a video. Okay, here it is. So we're gonna take the other paper clip and it goes on the other red one and take that piece off. And again, I like it better this way, but you can do it whatever way you want to. And if you don't like these, oh my goodness, there's so many other things. Oh, there it is, that you can pick out. So many things. So there we go. We got that one. And then this white one here, I'm gonna try to find another little star. Actually, they got this cute, they have little candy canes in here. Cute little Santa Clauses. I mean, the list goes on and on. I think I'm gonna take this little green heart here. And I'm gonna put that, no, don't like it. We're gonna go with a star. So, little star at the top. I'm sure all you girls do that too. Like when you're doing your creativity, you put something on there, or something you don't like, and you're like, nah, changed my mind last minute. Okay, so we got the 2 stars on 2 of them, and then we got our 2 paper clips on the other ones, right? Okay, so we got those ready. We're gonna just set those aside. Now we're gonna do our clusters of this foliage here. So Stacy used out of that pack the black and white ones. And there were still quite a few in there that I pulled out, but I decided to use, here's the black and white ones. They have all of these too. And I thought, well, I'm going to use these because that way it'll show you girls that, you know, 2 or 3 people can definitely use this kit if you want to, or if you just want the whole thing for yourself, go for it, because you could use this on multiple page layouts. I should challenge myself one day to see how many page layouts I can get with one of those. It would be quite a few for sure. So on mine, I'm going to take, I like this one here. I'm going to grab at least 2 of these like this. And I did already ink up the edges, and now I'm just going to bend, fold, and crinkle a little bit. I just think it makes it look a little more realistic if you do that. Okay. So I'm going to take that one, and I'm thinking I want it to come out of the corner like this. And I love how that leaf just like catches on the edge there. And then this one, I'm going to go downward like so. Super cute, right? So I know I like that right there. And then I want to make another little cluster for up top here in the corner. So this is why I only put adhesive in the middle back here, so that I have the freedom to be able to do this. So now I can tuck this one like this, and then I can tuck this one like, I'm going to turn it just a little bit so that it doesn't go off the page out. Yep, I'm liking that. And then down here in the bottom corner, I am going to take this one and put it here. And I'm bending, folding. I already inked these, so it's up to you if you want to ink or not. I have a couple ladies, they don't like ink at all. That's all good. So then I'm going to take and tuck this one right in the corner like that. And then kind of look at your page layout, make sure you like it, and then go ahead and adhere those down. So I just pull it out. I'm going to put a bunch of adhesive on here now that I know, yep, this is where I want it to go. So that way she's down. And I'm just kind of putting it toward the stem part of it so it can still stick up off of my page. I like the look of that. Plus, I always love tucking things in here and there, so who knows what else we might do. And then we have those really pretty poinsettias that are in that embellishment kit. And as you can see, I have already inked the edges. And now, here again, I'm just going to bend it up a little bit. And I'm going to put that one like right there. I think that looks good. So again, adhesive. And I'm going to put it just like so, right there. Bend up those edges. I like the look of that. You could even use the chipboard if you want to and pop that up on some chipboard. Be a great idea. So here we go with this one. I'm gonna put it more toward the bottom so I can get that stem. Okay. And once again, I want to get that edge so it's hooked onto there. I really like the look of that. And then bend it up. And then I'm going to do the same thing with this piece. And I'm going to tuck that underneath, kind of pointing it out a little bit right there. Okay, now I'm going to adhere these two down. Make sure that I got you in screen here. In case you're wondering what I'm wearing, I got these bib overalls on because I was going to do some painting here today. That did not happen because of the whole issues with ordering all this paper. I was on the phone half the morning. And it puts me so far behind. But anyways, so we're going to tuck this one in right there, like that, okay? And then I am going to take a couple more of these little poinsettias. And there's different sizes in here. Look how big these come too. So you do you. You can use whatever ones you want to. There's little flowers in here, which I think on this one, because this is smaller, I might put that little flower there. I'm going to put this poinsettia right here. No, I don't like that flower there. I think it needs to be red. So we'll just go ahead. I think I'm going to bring that one down though, like that. Yep, like it. So we're just going to put some adhesive in the center and put the poinsettia right there on the corner of that green paper. And the same with this one. And right there. Super cute. Okay. Now, on this sticker sheet that we are going to be using, it's so cool. It has these really pretty little, I don't know, pieces. Can you see that? Of this greenery. So I'm going to take a little piece of that off. And I'm just going to stick it right in behind the poinsettia. And I kind of want it to go off. See that? I want to bring it up to the camera so you can see because it's so cool. You see that? How that little sticker is just sticking out right there. Love it. I think it looks super cute. So then I'm going to go back on my sticker sheet. And like I said, Stacy has already used this, right? So I'm just using more pieces so that I can teach you this class here. But here's another one. So it goes to show you that a few people can use this sticker kit. But if you want it for yourself, which, you know, if I was scrapbooking all the time, like you lucky ladies, oh, I'd be wanting this kit for myself because there's so many cute little ones in here. So you might want to just take your scissors too and make sure that the inside of these leaves are popped out because I think that's what makes it look so cool. And they're like this 3D puffy sticker. So I'm just popping out the center of those leaves like so. So you can see right through them. And then this one, I think I want it to come up. Nope, I want it up in here, like so. There we go. All right. And then on Stacy, she has hers that says Merry and Bright. I am going to do Christmas time. I'm gonna pull this off here of the sticker sheet that says Christmas. I love these stickers. Can't go wrong with 49 and Market. I think it's the new hot one. Okay, so this one's in 2 pieces, so, which is kind of nice because then I can fit this in right down here. Christmas. There we go. I'm tucking that. See how? That's why I never glue everything quite down. Christmas. And then I'm going to put time right here, right across this little banner. So time, I want it right there. Oh, it's so cute. There. And dot the I. This little dot. I did get that little bit of the T, and it will drive me crazy, so I'm gonna pop that out. There we go. Super cute. I love it. All right, and we still have, look how many stickers we still have left. So many. So you could have a really good time with that. Okay, so now we got our Christmas time on here. Now we are gonna put our ornaments on. This is lots of fun too. So our first one is gonna be this green one here. And I'm going to take, you have 3 pieces of string in here. One of them you're gonna cut in half because 2 of the ornaments are shorter than the other ones. So I'm just gonna take my string, put a little bit of the tape runner right on the back of this ornament, right down the center of the bulb up to the star. Then I'm gonna take my string, I'm gonna stick it in my adhesive so it's stuck in there. See that? Okay, and then this bulb is going to go right here. So I'm gonna just place that down right there, and see, it will stick because I already have that adhesive on the back. And don't worry about your string quite yet, okay? Don't worry about that yet. Okay, so we got the bulb on there. Now we're gonna do one of the red ones with the little star, and I want this one to be falling in like right in here. So I'm gonna take another piece of the string, not the half one that I cut, the longer one here. All right, because this one's further down on the page, and we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna put adhesive up the center, just like that, right up the center, including on the top of that paper clip there. Okay, and then I'm just gonna take my string and put it right in that adhesive like so. Flip that over, get this where I want it, which I think it looks super cute. It almost fits right into the curve of that. I like that. And then see, I can take my string and tuck it behind, just like so for right now. And we're gonna flip this paper over and glue it to the back in just a second. Then the other short one is the other red one. So I got my short piece here. I'm gonna do the same thing. Flip this bulb over and put adhesive. Okay. And stick that right in there. And I want this bulb to be right there. Okay. Okay, and then this one, we're gonna take our last piece of string, do the same thing, just like so. Okay, and then this bulb, I want to put it right here. Okay. Line that string up. There we go. Okay. So now we're going to flip this page over, and you're just going to do this. And I'm going to put some adhesive on the back just so I can tuck that string in. So I'm just going to take this string, pull it taut, bend it over the back, pull it taut, and bend it over the back. Check it out, flip it over, and you can kind of move it where you want to. But see there, I got my string on the top of my bulbs. So they're like kind of hanging down. Same with these. Flip it over, pull it a little tight here, put some adhesive on the back. Flip it over and check out your strings. This one you can barely see because it's on the edge there, but I like it. Here we go. Super cute. Now, time for some messy stuff. And you girls know I always tell you, stickles last, stickles last. Because if you try to do it before, you know, you'll stick your fingers in it and then you'll be sad. So we don't want that. And we also have some more snow to put on here. So we're going to grab out our little baggie of snow that came with your kit. Move all this stuff out of the way now. So you have a little baggie of snow, and I'm just going to put, just like we did on page 1, I want to put some snow on the top of this bulb here, and then I'm going to put some snow right on the edge of this bulb, and then I'm going to put some snow right up here on this one, and we're going to go on the edge of this bulb right there, okay? And then just take out a pinch of your snow in your baggie and put it right on those bulbs. Just like so, and a little bit more. And remember, girls, if you need some more snow, just holler, let us know, it's okay. And we'll also have this downstairs in the store. On the table down there, there will be extra in case you run out. Please just use it on your page layout that you're doing here so that we have enough for everyone. Please don't take it home and give it to your neighbors and friends and all that, because we do need it for our classes and for the people that come here. So, and yes, that has happened before, so that's why I have to say it, unfortunately. All right, so you got all that on. Look how cute. It's really starting to sparkle up a little bit. So now I'm just going to tap off the snow that I don't want. Okay. And there you go. Got some cute little bulbs. Now, last but not least, we want to get some stickles on here. I love to use this Mercury one. It's my favorite. I use it all the time. So I'm just going to make little dots inside of the paper clips here, inside of the little star. I might need my pokey tool. Get the goober off there. Yeah. So let's take the pokey tool. There we go. And a little glob in the center there. And we're going to put a little one in the star right here. And a little one in the star right here, a little dot. And a little dot right there. Just to kind of dress those up a little bit. All right, and now I'm going to take red and actually, no, I think I'm still going to use this Mercury. I just really like it. I'm going to put that in the center of these poinsettias too, just to jazz them up a little bit. Look how much different that looks. And you can kind of follow the veins of the poinsettia just a little to highlight the area. So I just kind of draw on the veins just to highlight that pretty flower. It looks so nice. And remember, girls, you can turn your page around, you know, so you don't stick your fingers in it and get sad. So we're just gonna draw a little bit on the vines here just to highlight that pretty poinsettia. Okay, and then I am gonna take the red stickles here, and you have some holly berries. If you used these embellishments on page 2, you have some holly berries. If you did like Stacy here and you decided to use the black and white, she just put some little red dots in there. I have this one here. And so if you can see right there, I'm gonna put some little red dots right over top of these little holly berries. So I'm gonna put a little red. And these stickles just really grab your eye and dress this up. Little glitter. We love it. So just little dots like so. And I'm going to turn my page. I'm going to add a couple right in here. Even though there's not any there, I'm still going to add a couple little red dots. I'm going to add a couple red dots in here. I just really think that draws your eye to this cute little embellishments here. So I just randomly put some red dots. So it looks like little red holly berries. Super cute. Okay, I'm liking that. Then I'm gonna take a little of the green stickles, and we have a ton of stickles downstairs, all different colors. You can use whatever you want to, but I just wanna dress up this just ever so slightly. Now, too much does not look good. So just put a little, you know, to draw the attention. I wouldn't fill in this whole leaf here. I'm just making one line down the center, just like that. That's all I'm doing. I think when you do too much, it's just like that, just too much. Don't do it. Okay, a little bit. See how that just draws that right out. And then I'm just gonna turn my page around so that I don't stick my hand in anything. I'm not doing every single leaf. I am just doing in the center randomly here. I know some of you don't like that, but you can do whatever you want on here. Nobody will know unless they watch this video how I did it, so. And there we go. I would like to call that page done. I think it looks beautiful. I'm gonna pull it up so you can see these holly berries close up and see the dimension of the page. I think it looks great. I love the word down there, the Christmas time. It's like puffed up and it feels so nice. And you have a ton of stickers left, so. There it is. There's page 2. I hope you girls enjoy it. If you need any help, please let us know. Oh, I did want to show you this cute little Santa that's also in there. I was thinking about adding him down in here. What do you think? Yay or nay? He's cute too, right? So you can add him in if you want to, because I put Christmas time on mine. I'm thinking about doing that. So totally up to you girls again. But I hope you have a good time doing this, and just let us know if you need any help. Thank you, ladies.